Welcome back. In keeping our commitment of delivering new and creative resources for bass anglers, our next guest is Brian Wright, the proprietor of FishingTackleForum.com, where anglers can find articles, tackle reviews, forums, and products for sale. Brian, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Aaron, for having me.
Hey, it's my pleasure. You know, as I was preparing kind of for our discussion and interview, I couldn't help but remembering, and believe it or not, how we met. And, you know, you had stopped by the O'Reilly booth there at the Kansas City NASCAR race and shared kind of your vision with me and the purpose of FishingTackleForum.com. And, you know, quite honestly, it's hard to believe how time flies.
Time does fly, and it's interesting how we did meet because we're at a NASCAR race, and I'm the guy that goes after the bass boats that I see instead of the NASCARs.
Yeah, well, you know, it's not too hard to, when you've got a bass boat sitting amongst all the NASCAR fans, that does kind of draw your eye.
Exactly, and as we were discussing, Fishing Tackle Forum, our whole goal is to work with the grassroots anglers and guys making baits in their garage that are trying to, you know, fish and compete in tournaments, and we want to support that segment in that marketplace. We want to help that guy that's got a great bait that he uses but manufactures it but doesn't have a huge outlet, and we want to be able to provide a forum and a way to just get their product out through the internet. And that's our whole premise, is the grassroots fishing angler and manufacturer.
Well, now, you know, are you more geographically focused, or are you just literally kind of nationally?
Well, it's the internet. So it's basically, we'll work with anybody all over the country in tackle shops and bait shops that are, you know, mom and pop type shops that have a bait that you really can't find at Bass Pro or Cabela's, but you can find it on our site, or help that manufacturer get to that level. We want to be that resource for them, and since it is, the medium is the internet, we really don't have an area. I mean, we're based in Kansas City and Overland Park, Kansas, but it's the internet, and it's great, and it's a great medium, and we're just building a site for the grassroots anglers and manufacturers.
Well, I think you're definitely onto something, because one of the things that I find that investigating information, you know, whether it be regionally based or nationally based, you know, helps me not only when I go to a particular area, but also able to apply kind of those subtle techniques, you know, in other parts of the country as well.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, and I do fish on the tournament scene, and it's great. You know, I always make a point to stop in whatever town I'm in to look at the small bait shops, because they always have unique baits that you don't find you know, in the big shops. And those are the people I want to cater to and bring their product to market. And it's a great way for all of us to build the economy by all of us making money as well, because we can help promote their product. That increases sales. They make money. We all make money, and we're promoting the fishing industry.
Absolutely. You know, ironically, you just heard on the interview before yours here with Skeet Reese, you know, his question that he answered, you know, from Brent there in Birmingham, Alabama, it sounds to me like, you know, Skeet more or less just said exactly what you guys are trying to do.
Yeah, and I heard part of that, and Skeet is absolutely right. I mean, that's how you get products to market, and that's how you get those unique baits to, you know, and then, you know, when someone like Skeet Reese is surfing the web and sees Fishing Tackle Forum and sees a product that he hasn't seen before, he may want to use it in his tournaments, or any of those guys that fish the Elite Series. And it's a way that could give him a competitive edge, you know, in those tournaments, because it's extremely competitive, as we all know.
Absolutely. And, you know, we've spoke a lot about just from the manufacturing side, but the reality of it is you're there for the end user or the angler themselves, those that are trying to find kind of those unique baits that aren't in the mainstream.
Yeah, and that's another part of our mission, is to promote the anglers out there that are just getting into the tournament scene, give them a forum and a way to promote their sponsors and promote themselves, to where we get, you know, unique content and a way to, one of the things that is good news for Fishing Tackle Forum is Vicious Fishing Lines has endorsed us as, you know, we endorse their lines and their products, and just like we're going to endorse your products and have those for sale on our website.
Well, I think it's all good stuff, Brian. And, you know, unfortunately, we are out of time. But, you know, once again, I just want to thank you for your efforts kind of in helping, you know, us get more information. Because as we know, as anglers, we're kind of junkies when it comes to information. And I just want to encourage everyone, if you haven't had the chance, get on the internet and check out FishingTackleForum.com. Brian, once again, thanks so much, and look forward to talking with you again.
Absolutely, Aaron. Thank you so much. Have a great day.